Hello,
Hi there.
hello, Mr. Dominic.
Yes. How are you?
Nice to meet you. I'm good. My name is Ahmed. I'm from Iraq, and I'm teacher of English language. And I want to help me to develop how to develop my English language.
Okay. All right. Okay. Good. So you would like to? You're an English. What age are your students?
Hmm. What age are teach students in primary school?
Oh, they're in primary school, are they?
Yes,
Primary school
from
students.
the 6 years to 12 years old.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yes. Uh,
So
but I look for the is there a plan or is there a plan to learn English fast or no, or just practice and produce the sentence and see the vocabularies.
I think it comes naturally, but I believe it to be. Um, it depends on the individual student, right? So if you learn fast, if you're a quick learner, then it can take a lot less time. If it's somebody who's not very fast, they learn slowly, it can take longer. It depends on each individual student, really. That the only way to uh, learn English fast is to invest lots of time, energy, and effort. And honestly, in my experience, I would say try as many different ways of learning as you possibly can. So if you use Cambly for 30 minutes, then maybe use a grammar website to brush up on your grammar for 30 minutes. Then when you finish that, watch a TV show for 30 minutes. And then before you go to bed, read a book for half an hour in English. And
I
slowly, you're going to see some improvements.
I use this book for the Oxford Picture Dictionary.
Yeah, it's good. Oxford's good. Yeah.
That I think this is it's really amazing books for the
Yeah.
vocabularies because there's including there's a lot of vocabularies, right?
Correct. Yeah. Oxford's very good for learning English. Um,
Yes.
I would recommend it. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. And I use the English grammar and use Cambridge.
Yeah. Okay. All good. If you practice those, try and invest as much time as you can into those books.
How long time did you need if you want to learn English for the if you if number to specific the age?
How much time do you? I'm sorry. Say again, please.
How much time do you need for the person who want to learn English
Well,
without
that's what.
specific age?
So it depends. It depends on the student. If you learn fast, then it will take less time. If you learn slow, then it will take more time. It depends.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I have I'm suffer from the problems in my country because we don't have foreign people to speak English and speak Arabic more than English. Unfortunately, even I save the vocabularies and to practice with the English language. Is there the solution for these problems? How to
Do you not?
practice?
Do you have any friends? Any friends at all that can speak English?
Sometimes I have friends, but unfortunately they are busy when I want to talk to them.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I would try and socialize as often as you can in English, whether it's with strangers or with your friends. If you go out together, for example, then speak in English. When you're looking at the menu, say, "Oh, what would you like to order today?" Try your best to communicate in English as opposed to your native tongue. I think
Okay.
that would be.
Why the learners English feel shy when we want to speak with another people?
Why do English learners feel shy?
Yes, some people do feel
Um,
shy.
Yeah, I guess it's a lack of confidence. Some people aren't very confident because it's not their native language. They get nervous thinking they may say something incorrect or say something wrong, and they don't want to do that because they find it embarrassing. And
Maybe to feel mistake, feel a mistake.
yes, like they feel as though they don't want to make mistakes, so they're nervous. They're trying not to make any mistakes. That's why they're like, and I don't know what to say because what I do say might be wrong. Yeah, so you just have to tell them to be confident, not to be shy, and that well, we're not going to bite them. If a student says something wrong, I'm not going to shout at them or attack them or anything like that. Nothing to be scared of. It's just practice.
Okay. Which is important to learn English vocabulary, sentences, phrases, joke, listen to story, and watch YouTube channels that speak English, or and to depends on grammar, or
Yeah.
both of them, vocabularies and sentences and grammar.
Well, the thing is with grammar, the foundation of the language, right? And if we don't know, if we know every vocabulary word in the dictionary, but we don't know how to use them, then we're not going to be successful. So we need to learn a mixture of grammar to begin with, the basics and the foundation of the language, followed by vocabulary at the same simultaneously at the same time, if you can. Uh, but yeah, TV shows are just something I would do in my spare time. If you have Netflix or something like that, instead of watching like Iraqi TV or Arabic shows or something, watch some stuff in
Sometimes
English.
watch BBC News or CNN channel. Both of them, this channel, native speaker with the English language.
Yeah, it's good. Try and do it every day. Try and do it
Okay.
every day.
Uh,
Yeah.
do you have a link for the test about to know about my level A1, A2, B1, B2, C1, C2?
Do I have a link that can tell you your English
Yes,
level?
yes, yes, yes.
I know the way you can practice your grammar, um, but I don't.
Send that to me,
Okay.
please.
Yeah, this is a free to use website.
Mm.
Uh, British
I
English.
use I used this link before, and I
Oh,
still
you've
use it.
used it.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
that's good.
really important.
Yeah.
Sometimes look for about some topic with the British Council.
Hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it's a good English. It's good for grammar. Cambly is also good for grammar, but it's difficult to teach it.
Yes, yes, yes.
It's much better for speaking and listening.
Be
So
quiet. I'm sorry, my son has speak.
no
Okay.
problem. It's fine.
Can you give me some advice to continue? And sometimes to feel boring or stuck in some level.
Mm. Some advice to not feel bored, to keep you interested.
Yes.
Yeah, reward yourself. So if you find that, so if you have something that you enjoy doing, um, whether it's, I mean, what's something that you enjoy doing in your spare time?
When I say vocabulary and sentence, I feel good, better. I would like to speak with the people. I want to make conversation. Sometimes no, I feel bad. I don't
Yeah,
like to do anything.
but yeah, but what makes you when you're in your free time, when you have free time, what do you do?
I read some vocabulary. Sometimes uh, do the exercise, and sometimes to YouTube watch YouTube on watch a video on YouTube,
Okay,
and sometimes to
so
try to understand the native speaker to they are what say.
okay, so let's choose the third one then. So you watch YouTube videos for fun, right? So when you when you're bored of learning vocabulary or practicing speaking, um, then what you can do is you can practice and say, right, if I do 3 pages of grammar exercises, I'll reward myself by watching a video. Yeah, watching one of my favorite videos, for example. Yeah, shortly after, you can carry on practicing again. Once you've practiced another 3 pages, you can reward yourself again. So it gives you motivation. It's like working for money, but you're studying to do something you enjoy. Reward yourself. Do you understand?
Yes. I look for about their plane. Is their plane? Is their
But
plane to make uh, read the vocabulary or read the words or read the sentence?
I mean, it depends on what you're familiar with and what you're not familiar with. So if there's some grammar that you don't understand, then you can. That's a very good website to check what it is you're not confident about. Whether it could be the tenses, yeah, like the past tense. You could be confused with the present continuous or something like that. You can find out about it on that link and practice it. They have, like you've seen it before. They have
Do
various
you
different
think
ways.
watch or watch and listen to the films, British films that's necessary for the learners, or too difficult for the learners because there's formal words, formal phrases, formal sentence.
Yeah, I always recommend it. I always recommend it. Watching movies is a great way to immerse yourself in the English language. So if you can spend an hour a day watching TV shows, these are some good ones. Um, yeah, these are some good British TV shows. Yeah, if you can watch them. If you do get confused by some of the vocabulary, you can pause it, search it on your phone, find out what it means, rewind it, and listen to it again so you understand its usage. It's very good to use subtitles as well. Always recommend subtitles to help you uh, improve your reading too. Your reading and your listening is more important than the actual video, the actual footage. It's more important to practice your English language. Your English listening and your reading at the same time. So I would have. I'd say Sherlock and the Crown are intermediate level of TV shows, and they're very good.
Okay.
It's a very good way to learn English.
Do you think listening to the BBC Learn English it's useful?
Yes, yeah, absolutely, definitely. Yeah, the BBC, absolutely. BBC are very good. They also provide wildlife documentaries. BBC documentaries that are very good, very formal, proper English that I always recommend people try. So, for example, David Attenborough is a very good narrator and documentary maker. Okay, so the vocabulary in these documentaries are extremely good. And they'll help you whenever you have some free time. If you have 1 hour or 2 hours, watch some of these documentaries by David Attenborough. He's very clear, very easy to understand, and it's very good vocabulary. Yeah, it's impeccable. So I really recommend those.
Unfortunately, I sometimes to if you don't use it, there's we have Iraqi trainer, uh, Iraqi teacher trainer said if you don't use it, lose it. We're
It's
talking about the
true.
English language. If you don't use it, lose it. Uh, we
Oh, oh,
we cannot remember these vocabularies. You always to
um,
speak and imagine yourself and to make your brain look for about the words you need it when you make conversation, short conversation, or when we sit in meeting.
yes, yeah. So the thing about the English language or any language is that if you don't practice over time, you will forget it. You know, years eventually you will. So I do recommend um, that you practice it as much as you can because the English language is like riding a bicycle, right? Once you've learnt it, once you've mastered it, it
Yes.
becomes a lot easier for you. You can do it whenever you want.
Okay. Uh, do you think save the conversation necessary or no, or just to save vocabularies or sentences?
Save conversations. What do you mean?
Yes. For example, I read the conversation about Sarah and her husband. They are problem in his life. They get divorced or get married or they fell in love. Look like that.
Um, I think it's important to try and memorize as much of the English language as you can. Yeah, not just focus on specific areas. You should try and expand your knowledge and focus on every aspect of the English language. Focus on all of it. There's there's always an event. There's an occasion for everything. You can always do something. So the more you
Okay.
learn, the better.
I think you speak with me more than 16 minutes. Can you assess my speaking? B1,
So so
B2,
far so good.
A1,
Um,
or can
um,
you assessment my speaking? Good, bad,
yeah,
very good. How
it's
much
good.
percent to give me? How much percent to give me? 50, 60, 40?
65, 65.
Huh?
About 65, I'd say. Yeah, I'd say.
Okay. We can say good to
We can say
understand.
good. I think your English is good, but we can make it better. In a few months, we
Uh,
can really improve.
but I think I need to more practice and more read and more speaking to be
Yeah,
fluently.
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. I agree. It's important to
Okay.
to do more study. Yeah, study as much as you possibly can.
Okay. Do you live in UK?
No, no.
Where do you live?
I live in Thailand,
Uh-huh.
in called Chiang Mai.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I've been here for 4 years now. I've been out of the UK for 6 years. Been living in Asia for 6 years. So yeah, yeah, it's good. It's great. Have you visited Asia before? Southeast Asia?
What do you say?
Have you visited Southeast Asia for vacation before?
No, no, no.
Thailand?
I never. I visited Lebanon in 2017 to attend the conversation about the curriculum of the English language for the 10 age, the English for Iraq, because I'm teacher. I'm take the I'm teaching the students English for fifth school, and we meeting with the American British experts to talking about how to teaching this curriculum for these peoples and teachers.
Okay. Okay. All right. Good. Good. Okay. So yeah, I think honestly, I think there is definitely always room for improvement. No one's English is perfect, including myself. I sometimes make mistakes, and I sometimes
Mistake
learn new vocabulary.
we we can correct the mistakes if you focus to the practice and speaking more and watch TV. Do you think the stories is necessary?
Do I think? I'm sorry.
Stories,
Stories.
yes.
Yeah, I guess so. That you
I'm
mean the
not sure.
stories in the movie that you're watching? Do
You
you,
you think a movie it's more better than the stories?
when you say stories, do you mean a book? What do you, I don't know what you mean. What do you mean?
I ask you about the stories. You told me the movie it's much better than stories.
What stories? Books, you mean? Book stories.
Stories, stories.
Uh,
Talking about the something stories. There's a lot of stories on YouTube.
yeah. Well, I mean, the it really depends. It depends on what you're watching. I mean, some movies and some TV shows, like the ones I've shown you, Sherlock, The Crown, BBC documentaries, particularly David Attenborough, they're very, very good.
I
If you
watch
watch,
them regularly, but unfortunately, I have problem with the produce the sentence sometimes. It's too difficult or be slow when I speak with someone who is speak here with me. Unfortunately, for example, my friends on when I speak with him online, or my supervisor when visit me,
yes, it can
because
be difficult. But
but yes, go ahead.
yeah, I was just going to say, but don't give up. Don't give up. Remember, if there's something you don't understand, you can pause it and you can search with your phone and you can help yourself to understand it. Um, yeah, and if you still don't understand, you can take notes and you can ask a tutor. Yeah, to help clarify it, to help you understand it better. It's just something that because you can't spend all day on Cambly, um, but you can spend 30 minutes and then you can watch something after to keep yourself immersed in it for immerse yourself. These are very
Okay.
important.
Immerse yourself. Yes, I changed my phone, my laptop, my social account on social media.
Yeah,
All these in English language more than one time about this, and
good, good.
immerse myself with the books and the curriculum, and sometimes to watch TV or channels and listen to
Yeah.
music. But unfortunately, I never, not very. Sometimes to speak. It's I'm not to practice with the speaking, unfortunately.
Mm.
Oh, you have tattoo on your hand?
Yeah.
I
There's
I,
some.
I don't like tattoo.
Oh,
Some
okay.
people like tattoo and some people don't like that. Okay,
Yeah.
it's your personality.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So,
Okay.
um,
Uh,
yeah.
can you give
So,
me advice? Is there another advice?
advice. More advice
Yes.
to learn more English. So we've talked about TV show. What do you have any other difficulties? Any major difficulties with the
What do you
language?
mean?
Is there any,
What do you mean?
like,
That's,
are there any other barriers or issues that you have with the language other than the ones you told me about? Do you have difficulty remembering vocabulary, or do you,
yes. Sometimes I difficult to remember the sentence or vocabularies or words. Sometimes I read. I sometimes when I save this word or this vocabularies, and after 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I lose it because with the speaking. Or do you think it's make conversation with use a mirror? Unfortunately, we don't have people who speak English. I will use the mirror to speak. I stand in front of the mirror and make a short conversation with the teammates
I think
and
so.
record. Do
Yeah.
you think that's a real way to uh,
To practice your
yes,
English
practice,
speaking.
yes, practice your
Yeah,
English?
I think it's okay. Yeah, I think, and if it often gives people confidence too, if they can if they do that. I do it sometimes when I have something like important coming up. Yeah,
Yes.
like a job interview or something like that.
I have lots of vocabularies in my mind because when I listen or read or watch, but I sometimes to forget the meanings. Unfortunately, we need to practice with the speaking, with the make short conversation, or how to use it, these words with these words. You know, every words need to play, right place.
Yes, yeah, that's very difficult. Knowing that's when it comes to grammar. So that's when you incorporate your grammar knowledge as to where you place your vocabulary words. Uh, that's grammar. Yeah. But words that you fear you may forget, be repetitive. Yeah, write them down again and again and again. Keep writing them down. If there's a specific word that you're not good at remembering, just write it down. Fill 2 pages of the same word. Keep writing it, and eventually your mind will remember, and you won't forget. Especially if it's something that's tedious uh, and repetitive, like keep writing it down over and over again. Your mind will remember how tedious that exercise was, and it will remember it because you won't want to do it again. That's why we do it to kids who misbehave, right, in school. Keep them writing the same thing down over and over again, and they won't do it again. So it's a good way to remember repetitiveness.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
is key.
always to you always should remember these words. You can always make a conversation with myself and remember that to save in my mind.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. If you write the word down over and over again, whatever the vocabulary word is, keep writing it down,
Okay,
and you'll remember.
I remember ask you about the subject pronouns. Sorry, object pronouns. How to use it, this object pronouns after that proposition?
After how to use an object pronoun
Yes.
after a conversation.
No, after the proposition,
Um,
after
after the
proposition
proposition.
to with.
How do you use it in a sentence?
No, no, I read in the book. I think the time is up, but in the some seconds. I read in the books where you can use the object pronouns after the proposition. Is that right or no?
Yeah, it's correct. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you can.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dominic.
You're very
And
welcome.
have a good day. Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Likewise. All right. I hope I helped you.
There's a British later skater. Later skater.
Yeah, later, skater,
Later
and
skater.
see you
Have a good
later,
day.
alligator.
See you later. Oh, say later skater. Okay.
Yeah. All right. All right. Thank you, Ahmed.
All
Thank
right.
you so much for the
Thank
call.
you. Thank you. Have a good day.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Bye bye.
Goodbye.